Pingu. Oh no! It just keeps coming! Fuck! Oh my god, what is going on? Oh my gosh, I'm getting canceled so many times. All the Robert B. Wides are in there. Oh no. I don't know how to handle this. The final, oh my god, the Titanic Blue was in there.
Let me refresh my bot track as well. Shouts freedom, but not in a US/Patrick's way. True. Oh, I love Full Metal Alchemist too.
Hello, 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 everyone. How you guys doing today? It do be Friday. Didn't feel like a Friday. It felt kind of like a weird Thursday. And what I mean by that is around 3 o'clock, a little bit after I think, I texted Abby, hey, aren't you streaming soon? And Abby went, Riss, it's Friday. And I went, right, I stream today. So, it has been a bit of a backwards day, but you know what? We have this wheel. We've got some horror games lined up, which is not usually my cup of tea. So I have this weird thing where I like the idea of horror and I like watching horror, but I don't typically play it. I think the closest we've gotten was Simulacra, which Simulacra 2 is on the list. So who knows if that'll get picked or not. We'll see. I think I have everything that is on the list installed. But let me catch up on chat and see who's here. Hello Meow, hello Dan, hello Mary, hello Z, hello Luna. How are y'all doing today? I see the fight forever continues. Newt clip, yes, of course. Yes, Luna, you should steal mac and cheese, absolutely. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Z. Hopefully, you said in Rainy's Discord you had a dental procedure done recently. I think I saw that, right? Is it not recovering that well? I'm sorry to hear that, if that's what is going on. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. I hope that you do recover soon, and I hope that you can eventually get back to eating and consuming food sooner rather than later. But let's go ahead and switch over to our other screen and just spin this wheel and see what we're actually going to be doing today. Jaw still hurts. Yeah, when I got my when I had my root canal, that is definitely something that I experienced. I know with my the thing is with my wisdom teeth, I actually bounced back from that faster than I probably should have, which is kind of funny. Like, because my sister really wanted me to have like some fucked up like wisdom tooth reaction, and then I just was immediate like, can I get milkshake and chicken nuggets? And my mom's like, you can't drink a milkshake. I was like, who said with a straw? Yeah, it's the same. That makes sense. Update: I've resolved to become the food thief after my brother is done making his food. Excellent. Wonderful. All right. Let's spin this a fucking wheel. Alright, I'm deadass gonna call Abby. I swear to God, I'm calling Abby because Abby needs to know that it's fucking Deathmark. Hang on. I don't know if Abby will actually respond to the phone call, but alright, I'm just gonna text them. But let me update Twitter, let me update Discord, and then we will play some Spirit Hunter Deathmark. This was bought on recommendation from Captain Abby Games, so that's why I wanted to let them know. Alright. They were watching Criminal Minds. Need complete new teeth? Oh my god. That is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see, which monitor is this gonna open up on? Oh, that is an interesting way for it to open up. Okay. Okay, I just finished tweeting. Here, let me push the button. I'm gonna minimize this real quick. This is how it appeared currently. Safe for work, Sasuke, yes. They're dead inside just like me. Oh. I can't help but laugh at the joke, but I'm sorry that your teeth are dying. Oh, so config is just audio. Well, let's turn down effects for one. We'll turn down a bit of atmosphere. Is that anything? Does this do any? Oh wait, here, there's other options. That's not a real resolution. Hang on, there we go. Let's try full screen. Oh, did that not change it? Oh god, oh no. Oh, hang on, hold up. Game capture? Big. Let's see. Man. Let me reset this. Fuck, how do I do this? Reset transformation. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. I want it to keep its proportions. There it is. Alright, let me pause. Let me pause the music. Can we hear the video? It looks like we can hear the video. Now it's even bigger. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, there it is. Was it? Better I get them now than later. Yeah, teeth stuff is definitely something that you want to take care of, like, as soon as possible. Okay, so interesting thing to note. I cannot use my PNG tuber reactions with this video game. So wait, hang on. What if I change it to control setup? Okay. What if I change this back to windowed or borderless window? There we go. Can I? Nope. Still can't. Still can't do reactions. Okay. Well, we're gonna be a very bland BNG tuber today. Just 2 images. By amount of images. The gay tuber. Oh, I should fucking update my stream info, shouldn't I? Death mark. Oops. Oh, it's just called Death Mark on here. Interesting. Alright. I have no idea what we're in for. So, let's just click New Game and get right into it. Hey, wanna hit up that karaoke place? The new Love and Hero song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is? Nope, she just disappeared. Have a good shower and a good lurk. And just poofed up, up and poofed from the library. Yeah, she's dead, I don't know. One of the student librarians said that she was researching something there, but then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that. So he checked in on her, but when he did... Oh god. The only thing left was her arm. It had a really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her arm. It's more than I was expecting. A scar? Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There's a scar like that on Miki's leg, too. Huh? Miki, wait, that's... the girl who went missing, yeah. I was expecting her to just be gone instead of, you know, blood, yeah. That's crazy. Maybe the rumor's true. The one about the cursed scar. Cut it out, you're scaring me. Oh, he has the scar too. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. My brain just went back to, yep, that's blood. Oh, yeah, the 30-second, yep, that's blood. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. Ah, I don't like that one. Maybe fate wanted you to hear it. It's true. Thunder rumbles in the distance. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange. I'm sure it was just... And now everything's gone white. I hate when games just... You know, the Assassin's Creed games were terrible for that. They would just totally white out, like, completely the screen. It was so painful. My vision blurs. My ears are buzzing. Ugh, my head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But all I find is a business card. In elegant printed letters is a name. Saya Kujo. Spirit healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be Kujo Mansion then. Kujo Mansion. Saya Kujo. Those names sounded familiar somehow. Genshin loading screens are either white or black. I think it depends on in-game time. Maybe, I don't know, but the white one hurts my soul and also my eyes. God, valid. Saya Kujo, like the Kujo Sarah Genshin Impact. One way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. It's a strange scar. When did that? I could just be imagining this, but I feel an icy chill when I look at it. I wonder if this is like a flashback or something, or if he really didn't know he had it before. My fist pounds on the door. No reply. A light appears in the second floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. Wish you knew. Well, we'll find out together. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. My dude, why would you just go into a shady mansion if no one answers the door? 'Cause he saw a light. Clearly. He just was like, someone's up there. Someone's up there. Inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything. This could secretly be the Black Butler universe. Is that about vampires? I don't know anything about Black Butler. It's dead silent except for the constant ticking of a clock secondhand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they've soundproofed this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. The staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk towards it, cutting across the hall. Oh, it's demons and angels and stuff? Okay. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Oh, hello. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Oh, you're approaching me. Oh, hi, person. Looks like a doll. Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over, trepidation slowing my steps. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least it seems that way to me. It doesn't look like she's even breathing. A corpse. Great, I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? I am convinced that it's a doll. With a shaky hand, I slowly reach out and touch her skin. Not sure what I expected, but it feels unnatural somehow. Stiff and cold. I press down on her arm and she makes a strange sound I heard earlier. Ah, now it makes sense. She's a doll. I was right! I was right! When I was playing this game, I was like, I'll choose the stupid one. I just was under the assumption that she was a doll. A doll's joints creak when they move. That's what made the noise. What a relief, if disappointing. I think it's because the first season of Black Butler was based on the manga, but the second was just anime writing crap. Anyways, Luna rants about things she enjoys is over. Thank you for your time. You are more than welcome to do that anytime, Luna. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above me. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making the sound. I'm gonna wait. I pause and wait for the clamor to end. It doesn't seem to be stopping. Maybe it's broken. I pause and wait. It doesn't seem to be stopping. Maybe it's broken. I love loops. Wait. I pause and wait for the clamor to end. Doesn't seem to be stopping. Maybe it's broken. Hello, Abby. Yes, it is Deathmark. I'm gonna keep waiting. It does say you're soundant. Oh. Are my clips soundant? Hang on, let me...
I hate both of these.
Let me mute that
I
real quick.
deserve that.
Oh. I'm not soundant, let me fix. Maybe too fast. Alright, I'm gonna ignore it. Since waiting wasn't a viable option, I reach the second floor, ignoring the clock, and head towards the room with the light. Stopping in the front of the door, I knock. Twitch isn't letting me click the other badges. Okay, what the fuck? Broken ass website. But again, there's no reply. I try again, several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. It's dark inside. Strange. I definitely saw lights in here when I was outside. Oh, that's blood. Wafting through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like a ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not particularly a pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. Yeah, it's blood. You know what's funny, Abby? That's the second time we've had that reference today. A character in this fic I'm reading just threatened to unplug the mini fridge. What a, like, fucking threatening. I'm more afraid of that than I am someone stabbing me. You know, I'm gonna unplug this mini fridge. Wait, my drinks, they'll get cold. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with the sweet smell. I know this scent, this metallic tang. Lightning flashes. I catch a glimpse of something. The startling, grotesque object stretches out on the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is there. It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. Oh my god! Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze away, horrified, but the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Startlingly grotesque! That does now exist, it's true. Because the character she was threatening is a dog and doesn't have thumbs! Hey, you can't plug this back in. Bile rises. I'm gonna throw up. Well, hello. The next instant, the lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body's gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make any sense. It's a bad dream. At least I'd really prefer if it was. But the faint smell remains, and the bloodstain crush any hope I had of that. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape this whole bizarre situation. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on here as well. The clock has stopped chiming too. I wonder if the reason why the clock wouldn't stop buzzing is we were like a Persona 3S like midnight hour where we were stuck in like a period of time that wouldn't continue unless we moved on. Mom, I threw up. I thought you didn't want to see the body anyways, my dude. Anyways, let there be light. I decided to have another look around. All the furnishings here are old enough to be antiques. They match this old-fashioned mansion. Oh, hi, doll. A large doll sits on the couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of this mansion. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flowers, sir, and her corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that.
Yokoso.
Guess who's back? Welcome back, Z, but that was also perfectly timed. Oh my god. I hope you enjoyed your shower. Persona 3 vibes would certainly be something. Yeah, why does the owner of this mansion have a doll on their couch? Oh, because the doll can move. The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one I found in the corpse. Up until this point, it was nothing more than an observer to all these freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now, a doll is talking to me. Have I startled you? If so, then I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave like a normal doll until told otherwise. Toffee, it has been so long since we've talked. How are you? And so far, since we started stream, we've seen a corpse that vanished, and this doll can talk. So, you know, normal everyday things. It's like my grandma used to own a lot of dolls and display them, but not on a couch. Yeah, like, I know that typically there'd be like shelves for that kind of stuff. Yeah, but the call on my cell phone was better. Well, that's good. Grandma's fine, there's not dolls anymore. We got rid of the grandma and kept the dolls. But her face never moves an inch. She may look hungry, but she clearly isn't. She slowly folds her hands together, so she can move too. I'm so sorry for not introducing myself. I am called Mary. Mary in the game real. Mary, this you? Mary, this you? This is Mary. Ooh, living dolls freak me out so much. I love and hate them. She's probably not happy because when it was dark, I kind of poked her because I was like, this is a doll. It doesn't matter. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see. My master, Sayakujo, was unable to escape from the mark then. Sayakujo? Does she mean that corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? His childhood friend and dentist. Oh, okay, so did they have some good news for you? Like the dead freaky butt. I'm the creepy doll in your dreams, apparently. Used to have these Diva Star robot dolls that would talk and interact with special objects they could hold, and it felt like their eyes would follow me. I had nightmares about them and tagging me until I gave them away. Oh my god. That's horrifying that you had nightmares about it. She must be talking about this weird scar. Did Sayakujo invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master, but I would like to ask of one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question than I had been expecting. It's... Gave them away to my ex-bestie's bratty sister? Good. Treatment lasts 1 year, but all paid through my insurers. Oh, that's good. My throat is drying up. Why? Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It is also likely you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. She's probably right. Better to have some placeholder name to continue life as a hollow, nameless being. Enter the protagonist's name. You know what? We're just gonna stick with what they're giving us. Yashiki? Yes. Oh, Kazo Yashiki. Oh, we can customize a little bit. Sure, we'll go with this. Mary in the game real. Also got pulled away, but I'm back now. Hello. Damn, not gonna name him Weather Carl. Wouldn't want to steal your thunder, Abby. I do be knowing what's going on with you usually. Hey, listen. I love you. Name mine Sugar Daddy. Unfortunately, I can't emote and react. This game prevents me from being able to react, which I think is interesting. Whatever his name is, Verse. There are certain games where I like naming my character, but there are other games where I'm just like, I'll take the default because I associate this person with this universe. Like that's their canon name. Like kind of like how Persona's a weird one because I'll name my Persona characters, but also they have canon names. So like Yu Narukami is an interesting one. Lord Daddy. My brother just went back out to the living room. Oh man, the heist must continue. The customization in this game is wild. Glasses, no glasses, beard, no beard, glasses and a beard. Truly the peak of game design. Now shall I explain to you about the mark? Truly my hubris. I'm just gonna take the cheese and mac. I'm tired of waiting. Go for it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Lord Carl 2 because I accidentally named him Weather Carl .2. That's so funny. Is the seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I am certain that this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves to be irrefutably true. Ghost bite. Oh, your brother just straight up left? Ooh. Spooky Mark. Big old chump. That face when you get bitten by a ghost, am I right? You know, just average everyday things. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. It didn't seem like the work of humans. Character in Persona 5R is named Runaway. Oh, that's so funny. It's like, run, do you think we should away? I'm afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death, all while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss? That can't be. That mean I'm... Yes, the fact that you have forgotten your name proves the death is coming. Your Lord Yakashi, you... will die this very dawn. Damn, we got an achievement. Kujo Mansion. I like how your mark is kept. Oh, hi, Mark. My memory skipped forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary had revealed to me. I can probably attribute this to the memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know, I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs coming here. I must have fallen asleep at that point. All thanks to that, I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. Doesn't make sense. Way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? It might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. Ha ha ha, what a story, Mark. When do we meet Lisa? Oh, so it was a flashback. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a doll gets bored waiting like humans do. Ohayo. Good morning, Lord Yashiki. Are you feeling better now? Yes. That's good to hear. Since it appears you have calmed down, I would like to ask you a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only 2 paths. First is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything about it after all. There is some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you grab hold of it. I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? I guess it boils down to whether I trust her or not. I am in your closet. Come out so we can drink hot cocoa together. Mary just doesn't leave the closet. And, you know, for someone who's out, I'm kind of surprised. You're tearing me apart, Lisa! If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, then there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when the morning comes. But am I really alright with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Non-ethical, probably, too. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? Ooh, this music. It's rare that you hear harpsichord. This is a life or death decision. I need to think about it carefully. Oh, the music looped badly? Live or die. Deadly choice. You will be faced with choices that can result in death. There's limited time and your soul power will continue to drain. Hang on, this is really loud in my ear. Give me 1 second. It got like really loud out of nowhere. There we go. This picture's amazing. There's so many plants. What happened? So many questions. The mech has been achieved. Hell yeah, Luna. Yeah, let me turn that down a little bit. Like, I like the music. It's just very loud. It's still a bit loud compared to my mic. How about now? Okay, that's better. Awesome. Thank you. This is your jam. Time's up or wrong answers will meet game over. So be careful in finding the right answer. Restoring soul power. Completing a deadly choice will restore more soul power. Accelerated dialogue. Dialogue will be sped up while pressing Q, but certain dialogue cannot be sped up. Backlog. W present previous message. Okay. Auto mode. E will activate auto mode. Hiding the dialogue window. You can hide by X. Can I... Will you quietly wait for death or struggle against the mark? Soul power 1000. Well, clearly we gotta fight the mark. Oh, so my soul power drains for how long it takes me to make a decision. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Hey, achievement unlocked. Deadly choice. I think I go search for someone to play games with, forget the pain. I hope that you can distract yourself from the pain, Z. I know tooth pain is something that's really, really tough. Forgot about that. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. It kind of reminds me of Sakura Wars' KISS system, where you only had a limited amount of time to make a choice. But this is so much more interesting because you have to make a quick choice. If you the quicker you make your choice, the more viable you are later on, I'm guessing. I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Yashiki, then I shall carry on the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. Would suck at this game. It'd take forever to make choices in the Fable series. See, if it doesn't give me a countdown, I typically think about it a little bit more. But when countdowns are there, I'm just like, oh fuck, just click. I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. but I don't have a moment to lose. A knock comes from the front door. Who'd come here this late at night? Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that the other mark bearers have arrived. Is it instinct to know that she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll and all. I beg your pardon, Lord Yashiki. I do apologize, but could you go greet our guests in my stead? They may experience shock if a doll such as myself welcomes them. Moreover, while I am able to move my arms, I am unable to walk. Just because you don't have memories doesn't mean you don't have Google, my dude. Unless, does this take place in like the 90s? It might not be viable. Maybe he lost all his memories of how to use technology. Revert to boomer. Hey, Meow, do you think that he thinks that Facebook is charging him for data usage? I moved to the front door and greet our guests. People fated to die, like me. I wonder what they're like. Gonna commit! Who I find at the door are not who I expect to see out this late at night. A high schooler. A small boy. These kids have the mark? No way. We came here to see Professor Kujo. Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I'm here in the mansion. This will probably gain me trust. Her disciple. Huh, okay. She's got so much spiritual power, it's no surprise she'd have disciples. She seems to know Saya Kujo. Now that I think about it, the business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I bet she's a huge occult fan. I'm Moe Watanabe. I'm here to talk about this article she wrote in OOP Arts Monthly. She pulls an occult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says the scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Kujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Moe lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately, even blanking on my friends' names. That never happened to me before. Do you think the scar's doing it? And she came back. Wait. I know you said that she came back a second time. Did she come back a third time? I don't know why, but I just assumed this was set farther back than the 90s, giving major Clue vibes. It could be. I have zero clue when this is set. Watanabe, you Love Live's relative? Just another Watanabe cousin. Parts makes me think of Steven Universe when Lapis and Peridot make art, and they call them sometimes, Meat Morps. They call them Meat Morps. She came back a third fucking time? Oh my god. A third time. Nobody online? Oh, I'm sorry, Z. I can't believe she came back a third time. That article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than believing ghosts or curses nowadays. And a high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed about that. But Tsukasa, weren't you hanging around in front of the mansion's gate? Fess up, Scar scares you too. Tsukasa seems to have no retort for that. He sulks silently. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. Swear people have no idea how to use smartphones, shaking my head. Mikasa as Tsukasa? People are idiots like that. True. I think of that dumb joke every time I hear this kid's name. This is Mikasa, and this is Tsukasa. Moe shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's a doll, yeah? I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring her when... Welcome to Kujo Mansion. What? It spoke? Have a good lurk, Mary. I hope everything's okay. I have one brain cell. Yeah, that makes sense. If it's late, people typically go to bed. I know, at least in my time zone, I go to bed earlier than most. With that, the two new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world that hovers on the precipice of death. Mary tells Moe and Tsukasa about Mark once they gain their composure. All the steady memory loss, their imminent death. It sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains validity coming from someone like her. Both of their faces are pale. Now, if you came here specifically because you believed Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Moe admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsukasa's face darken, so it must be happening to him too. Hey Moe, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark may have been a curse from Hanahiko, sorry. Hanahiko? This name is familiar to me. He is the ghost that resident children of this town whisper about, correct? My master was interested in him. So Sayakuja was curious too. Could it have been connected to the mark somehow? I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord Yashiki. It's midnight here, yeah, that makes sense. I typically try, keyword being try, to go to bed around 11. I was distracted because that's a lot of blood. Chapter 1, Hanahiko. Oh, did you hear? About that ghost boy in all the schools in H City you're talking about? Sounds like Hanahiko is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek into a school mirror at night. Yep, that's blood. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine, but if you say yes, then give me that red stuff then. And he'll just disappears. But that's not all. Hanahiko hates adults, you know. I heard that if a person he asks is an adult, they'll die, and not just drop dead. Their blood is drained from them. And next to their corpse is a single rose. A single red rose? A rose dripping with blood? Red rose real?
You can't just leave.
Yeah, they want their ketchup. I can't believe Red Rose is referenced in this fucking video game. Rumors can be easily manipulated. Yeah, that's the entire plot of Persona 2. Passing from one person to another, assumptions and errors mix in, but they also hold a hint of truth. Miss Moe, do you know anything else? Thank you for the hydrate, Z. I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Hanahiko at H Elementary School. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. Why were you at H Elementary? My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. I found this article in a magazine mentioning Hanahiko was seen there. I figured that place would be easier to sneak into than a regular school, since it's been closed down. What should I ask next? When did you notice the mark? I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar suddenly on my thigh really surprised me. I realized immediately that it had to be what Professor Kujo wrote about. I don't think so, but I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, and then a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. I think I have a handle on what happened. No way to know for sure about the ghost, but there's no denying that she had the mark after returning home from H Elementary. Yes, I need to make sure that my voice stays watered. Thank you. H Elementary? They just picked a random letter and called it a day, huh? I feel like it has to do with something like Hanahiko Elementary or something like that. Thank you for the background change, Abby. Hell yeah, boss's office. It's also H City. H City. Then maybe. Tsukasa glances down at his left hand. Mine might be from Hanahiko too. I noticed it after I got home from T Elementary. Damn, they got a testosterone elementary? Shit. That ghost was seen a lot at schools in H City, right? There you go, Abby. There's your answer. Yeah, H City. Wow, people who name this area are really uncreative. feel like the devs probably wanted to make it so this could happen anywhere. That makes sense. Don't give it, I mean, don't give it a specific name. It could take place literally anywhere that has a big ass mansion. But also we're in a fucking Resident Evil mansion. I better ask him some questions too. Did you see Hanahiko? No, I didn't. And I didn't get chills or anything either. Oh, but I think I passed the mirror. I went to the bathroom before going home. When was that? Maybe around sunset? I was heading home and I realized I forgot something and turned back. I go to school there. You've probably heard of it since it's the top-ranked elementary school in H City. Yeah, sorry. Hang on, what? Oh, Hentai City? It doesn't. You are not wrong, Abby. It does look like the Resident Evil mansion. And Moe is about to become a Jill sandwich. They could have gone farther than a single letter. Oh my god, Hentai City. T Elementary. I don't think he knows anymore. Their stories are pretty similar to Hanahiko rumors. It can't be just a coincidence. You must investigate places where Hanahiko appeared. For their sake, as well as your own. Ah, that's all well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexisting. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. That is the only way to escape. And all of a sudden, a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. It seems that Hanahiko appeared at 2 schools. Where will you investigate? Let's go to H Elementary first. Yeah, that's probably wise. They arrest you on spot if you try to sneak into a regular school. A middle-aged man who can't recall his name, let alone address or job title? I'd have no excuse if I got caught. Moe's Sandwich City? The T-posing class? Hell yeah, just assert dominance. Who's Hanahiko again? Hanahiko is the ghost, from what I am gathering. Actually, as long as someone who would have to T-pose for a long amount of time in tech for mocap, T-posing class sounds awful. That's just how you build up the tolerance. Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Hanahiko yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong? Or is this blind optimism? Why would a ghost be in so many places? What's poggin' my goobs? Hello, King. Welcome on in. How you doing? I can't remember if you were being a cat tree or if you heard me earlier, but did you hear what I had for dinner? My bastardized fish and chips. Hey, not you two. Seriously? My life's on the line here. I don't want to be the reason I die because you messed something up. It's pretty bold. Good thing you're cute. But to bring kids along with me is... Riss, what did you do to the fish? I wish I had chips. I did not. I was busy being a kitten climbing for him. Perfectly valid. So, what I call bastardized fish and chips. Please tell me you didn't slather a salmon in mayonnaise and cover... I'm not your mother. What I call bastardized fish and chips is I get a Filet-O-Fish from McDonald's and I put French fries on top of it. And I know it's a crime. But Abby's mom is a crime too. I'm sorry, see? But it's better than our fish and chips. See, I got yelled at one time for talking about that. But Riss, the French fries. They go on top of the filet. That would kind of slap if I could eat that. Oh yeah, because the breading. You know what's funny, Abby? The first thing I was thinking about is I was thinking about the bun. Well, we can take the bun off, and then I was like going down the components. So I was like, oh wait, the breading on the fish still wouldn't work. You know what? I could probably do non-breaded fish and just put French fries on top of it, and there you go. There you get fish and chips, Abby. The French fries are good enough on their own, but I get a medium, so I have a little bit of fries and then fries to shove on the fish sandwich. I mean, I have a different gluten-free fish and chip recipe, and I can just make it into a sandwich. There you go. Hell yeah. It's just McDonald's bitch ass wouldn't make gluten-free fish. I can't steal them from the void if they're not on their own. My lunch order from McDick's is a McDouble with bacon and fries. That's also very good. But the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. You have a fish girlfriend and you didn't tell us? Hey, Abby, is your fish girlfriend the reverse of Shape of Water? It's Mifa from Breath of the Wild. You know what? Excellent taste. Did you know that McDonald's in Spain and Portugal has gluten-free buns, but they won't bring them to the States because they're bitches? They're bitches that hate Abby specifically. We'll need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're gonna survive. Can't eat more than damn soup. That shouldn't be permanent. And also, I don't know if you guys have it over there because I don't know where you're located, but applesauce is typically my go-to to alternate between soup and other stuff when I have trouble with my teeth and not able to eat during times like that. Next McDonald's I ever had was in Germany. It was a beer with lunch. It was a great time. Actually, when I was in Germany, I didn't go to any McDonald's because I was trying to only eat local since I didn't eat local when I was there last. Germany, okay. Mod the DS game, hang on. My fish GIF is Layla from Harvest Moon DS. I never had a guy version, but if I did, I would have married her in a heartbeat. Applesauce and chocolate pudding got me through wisdom teeth recovery. Fuck, where you ever go try the local McDick's? Next time I will. I know for a fact that when I go to Germany, I said Germany again. I know for a fact, if I go to Germany again, I will. But I know for a fact that when I go to Japan, I need to go to McDonald's because I have to know. I gots to know. Japan's McDonald's fucks too. See, there we go. There's an exact reason. I am so excited to go to Japan next year because I want to try a bunch of different local shops. I want to look at the 7-Eleven. I want to go to Akihabara. I want to go to Shibuya. I want to do a lot. It's not all going to get done in one trip. I know that for a fact because I also have to plan a trip to Costa Rica. Next year is going to be busy. Next year is going to be a tad busy, but I do get an extra week of vacation next year. So Nanako Broadway. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I'm going to write that down. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to do that. Neither does Luna. At least next year I can replay one of my favorite Hearthstone moves and be gay with no mods. Think Akihabara, but smaller and less touristy. Ooh, I do like less touristy. Nanako Broadway. Like, I feel like I still need to go to Akihabara because I need to. You know, first trip to Japan. You know, wanna see there. But I will take that advice, 100%. But I also have a few friends. My friend Aiden lives in just outside of Tokyo, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not sure. I think Lauren might live in Tokyo, but I need to touch base with her and see what's up. If I'm in Japan when you go, you can crash my apartment. Oh, fuck yeah. I'll hit you up because when it gets closer to that, because I'm thinking of going in September. I'm not 100% sure when, but I know that I want to. I'm aiming for September. I feel like that's a good balance. I won't really know or start planning until January because I need to know when my vacation time sets in. With that extra week, when that extra week actually kicks in, because that extra week is gonna go to my Costa Rican trip. But beyond that, everyone's like, you know, it'll be a really long flight. I'm just like, yeah, but Japan though. I want to go to Japan and Costa Rica too, but I'm probably gonna pick one trip, or 0 trips in a new PC. Also, random but this black down east blackberry cider slabs. Abby, I know that I had mentioned the trip to you, so we can talk more off stream when things become more realistic. Like I said, January to March is probably when I'm gonna start finalizing some of my ideas, and try to figure out when I should buy tickets or anything. But that's one of those things that it is still just in the planning phase, but it's gonna happen. I kind of decided that next year I'm going regardless, because I'm supposed to go to Germany in 2020. We all know that didn't happen. And so 2020 and 2021 didn't really happen travel-wise. This year I went to Germany, and I'm just like, I wanted to go to Japan in 2021, but everything got pushed back because of COVID. And so there's really nothing I can do. And I think me and my dad are actually going to the UK and Scotland in 2024. So I really need to make sure that I just go. I just need to fucking go. I hope to visit Japan someday. I'll go with my uncle or future girlfriend if she's down. Yeah, Japan's always been like top of my list, but I know that my dad won't want to go. And that's nothing against him. He's just not really interested in it. And there's nothing really of religious significance, which is half of the reasons he sometimes travels, because he takes groups from our church, from his church rather. And so I'm more than happy to tag along on those trips, and I always have a blast, but it's also going to be fun to plan my own trip and just kind of go. Yeah, it depends on how work goes. So I try to plan ahead, but also have a kid. Valid. Yeah, no, King, honestly, like, it's going to be if you're there, it would be excellent. It would be amazing. But if you're not, it's no worries. Like, that's kind of what I had planned for this trip anyways, is I kind of decided that I was going to pick a date. I'm going to go. I'm going to tell people that I would like to go on this trip with me when the trip is, when I plan on going. And if they are able to come, great, excellent, amazing, fantastic. I'd love to have them. But if not, I'm still going. Who cares how long the flight is? Yeah, like, it's a pain in the ass sometimes. And God, the flight back from Germany was such a pain in the ass, mainly because I had COVID. Like, I was starting to get COVID, and I had like body aches, but only in my legs, and I was still able to survive the flight. So a Japan flight without COVID, I'll be golden. I'll be shot. I was also invited to Russia not long back, but basically I had to reply, haha, nope, not legally allowed. Valid. I was never out of Germany, to be honest. I mean, Germany's a wonderful, wonderful place, at least when I visited. So that's through the eyes of tourist. So, you know, context is there, but I loved both my times in Germany. Honestly, there's a lot of places in Japan to watch. If you want to visit other places, just get a Shinkansen. Is that... I'm unfamiliar with the topic. I would like to request more context. Honestly, through Tokyo hotels, also fuck, so no worries for accommodation. Is a bullet train. Ah, yes. I heard the bullet train is amazing, and I heard that I should get basically a bullet train pass for the entire time I'm there, because it's incredible. And potentially like one of those 3G or Wi-Fi little hotspots that I can carry around Japan. You can go from Tokyo to wherever the fuck you want in a nick of hours. Yeah. Literally all that matters is that you have enough entertainment to survive the flight, and airplanes usually have movies, so it's all good. Yeah. I have movies. I typically download stuff on my phone. I have manga to read. I have my Switch, my Steam Deck, and I'll have my laptop. So I could always probably do some editing if I have editing on deck. And fuck, if I get tired, I just nap. Like, I'll have plenty of shit to do. Hearing about bullet trains made me wish the States had better train travel. Fuck the States not having train travel. On God. Like, it would be so much easier if we could just fucking travel. Please only take one mark bearer with you, however. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. You gotta pop in the garlic bread. Ooh, garlic bread. That sounds so good. Enjoy, Toffee. Fuck Amtrak. All my homies hate Amtrak. I also ask that you do not waste time dawdling with others in the way. It is possible that unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage with absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Selecting a partner. First, select a mark bearer. Do this in the partner menu. Oh yeah, hey mister, don't you think it'd be a good idea to take notes on what Mary's told us? Your memory's getting worse all the time. We don't want to forget anything. I don't know when I'll lose my memory again. I'll write it down in the information I get and keep it in my file. Something might just save our lives. Is there like a context? Okay, I guess not. No contexto. Ugh. Let's see. Also, big tip. Okay, listening. Don't fucking fly into Haneda. Haneda sucks shit. It's not even in Tokyo. Fly your ass to Narita. It'll be 100 times easier. Fly into Haneda. Okay, hang on. Let me write that down. Fly into Haneda. Oh, Canada. Sorry, I see that there is a bunch of bullshit on here. Alright. Ibis-D. I guess it's not the same way the little autistic boys are obsessed with trains. I just like riding them and feel that they're neat. Trains are neat. I really like trains. I like trains. I'm just thinking of the ADSF movie. But yes, it's like 40 kilometers from Tokyo City Center. Narita is 75 kilometers. Gotcha. I also need to see which airport I am going to fly out of, because part of me spits you out closer to fucking Chiba. Because part of me is like, oh, I always fly out of Chicago. But if I fly out of Chicago, I either have to have someone take me there, or if I have to, or I'll have to, park my car, and then I've got. Well, let's just take this into consideration. Calculator, like $15 a day, times, let's say, at minimum, 12 days. That's $180 to park my car there. I don't want to fucking pay that. So likely what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go down to my folks, to my parents, and be like, hey, yo, you want to take me to the airport? And I can leave my car at my parents'. Not only that, oh, shit, apparently. There we go, hang on. There we go. I forgot it made I always forget when I'm using it and not expecting it to make myself angry. You'll probably have to make a connection off the West Coast. Yeah, more than likely. So I'll probably go down to Indy, drop my car off with my folks, hope it goes from like Indy to maybe like Cali or Hawaii, however the connection goes, and then take the super long flight. Airport parking is ass. Yeah, I deal with it when I make shorter trips, but it's not my favorite. That's why I make my dad drive me. Go and make some TZ, enjoy. Drink some water in the meantime. I think it's like a 30-minute train ride tops. Nice. I'm distracted by a cat climbing on me. I think next time I hit Japan, I'm gonna do Okinawa. Ooh, Okinawa is like an island kind of off of Japan, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Abby. Ugh. Water your PNG tube or so. Specific island, nice. That's what I thought. My main knowledge of Okinawa existing is the Karate Kid 2. I'm not even gonna cap on that. Real show vibe and kind of like Hawaii if Japan do it. Nice. Spirit file. Important info on spirits will be added to the spirit file. Check it from your bag. Consult it if you need help. Saving and loading. Saving at the mansions or haunts. Return to the title screen from the bag to load, then choose continue. Well, let's save. This is not... I have a letter opener. Well, I don't want to... No, I don't want to... How? It said I could save. System? No. It said I could save from the bag. What do you mean? Hello? Hey, how the fuck do I save? Yeah, how the god diddly dang fuck do I save? Oh, press Z from the mansion. Oh. There we go. Thank you, Abby. Fair warning, and no you won't, but if you go to Akibahara, you will get a Nigerian dude to try to get you into a titty bar. Obviously don't. Oh my god, it is in the top right corner. God, I'm stupid. What do you mean that we don't go into a titty bar, King? Come on. Come on. Let's choose partner. Well, we're gonna take Moe for 2 reasons. One, Desune. Mark bearer. Interesting. 1, she knows about H Elementary already, and 2, she's older, so I think that she might be able to fight better if we need it. Exit. First, we have to get to H Elementary. Mary says we're free to use the car in the garage. Listen, motherfucker, if I can say no, you can too. Did someone say titties? I took Moe because I thought Tsukasa was a little annoying brat. Full disclosure. That's fair. I don't know, it looks like that kid can slap someone. He's gonna get slapped is what's gonna happen. The garage is detached from the mansion. The vintage model van and bicycles only accent the elegant interior. Thank God for careless people, the car key was left on the table. Time to go. Hey, according to Mary, you lost a bunch of your memories, right? Is it really okay if you drive? She looks at me suspiciously. Don't worry, it'll be fine. I think. It'll all come back to me when I take the wheel. Part of that is to convince myself. But aren't you missing your license? If a cop finds us, we'll have more to worry about than Hanahiko. She's right about that, but our lives are on the line, so we don't have much of a choice. Once the mark's gone, I'll remember. And then I'll just have them reissue it, assuming I ever get one. Ugh, now I'm even more worried. Guess who's back? Welcome back, Z. Strategy is for nerds. It's me, I'm the nerd. I was never strategic about who I picked, let's be real. A lot of the time, amnesia won't affect muscle memory, so he's probably wouldn't have any issues driving. It's really just the license that's the issue, because long-term memory and muscle memory are completely different parts of the brain. True. H Elementary. Human bodies are remarkable. Back in the garage, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to drive or not, but the second my hands touched the wheel, I wasn't worried anymore. My muscles reacted quicker than I expected. Now it's easy to guide this monster down the road. But now, thoughts of what I can no longer do start to filter into my head. Hey, mister! Moe pipes up hesitantly. I probably let the silence go on too long. She doesn't seem as cheerful as she was a moment ago. What's it like to lose your memories? That's a hard question to answer. What do you mean? Like, do they all go at once, or a few pieces at a time? What if you're only left with sad memories? I'd hate that. I don't think it works like that, but I have no idea if it's getting worse or better. I don't know what I was like to begin with, so there's nothing to compare to. In that sense, rather than the memories vanishing, it's like everything's been painted white. That's what it feels like. Oh. You sure are mature, mister. You take everything so calmly. The conversation dwindles, leaving only the sound of the tires on the road. Then thoughts start popping into my head again, one after another. I know I have to check out that mirror, but what else should we investigate? What do you think? Moe glances over at me. No idea. I can't even remember my own name. How the hell am I supposed to know what we're doing? Aw, please. I'm really counting on you. Think whatever you want. I'm talking to a child. I need to show restraint and be a good example, but that's definitely how I really feel. I stare down the steering wheel. The doll in the mansion. Mark bears. The mark. Spirits. Hell yeah, dinner ready soon. A nice green vanilla tea. Ooh, that sounds great. As someone who has had a knock-induced memory loss, they all kind of toss off at once. They come back in a couple hours. I'm sure once he gets rid of that mark, they'll come back. And mysterious deaths. I feel like I'm going to be buried under all of the crushing thoughts that keep popping into my head. Or maybe they'll come back as the plot is relevant. What awaits me down this dark road? I feel a flutter from the mark on my wrist, like it's trying to watch me. That my brain not be able to understand, but my body can sense it. The death is closing in. And if that's happening isn't the problem anymore. It's more of how long do I have left. How much longer is it? Huh? I almost yelled, but I managed to swallow it down with effort. I think we're almost there. Really? It's closer than I thought. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. At any time it could. It's a lot closer than you think. He means death, you get it? It's symbolic. It's symbolic because he's going to fucking die. Looming ominously in the midnight, the school definitely looks abandoned. For quite a number of years, in fact, the walls are starting to crack. All the windows are broken as well. A thick chain is in front of the main gate to keep people from going in. Hey, you there, not another step. Oh, fuck. The fucking cops. No spoilers, but the premise reminds me of Fatal Frame 3 and I love it. Ooh. I've always been interested in the Fatal Frame games, but I'd never picked them up. And now, anytime I think of Fatal Frame, I think about when I scared Abby with the Guardian sound alert while they were playing Fatal Frame. This sort of stuff is why I'm not really into most Japanese games, because they're very hand-holding and heavy-handed. That makes sense. I've never personally minded it, but I can understand how it can be off-putting. I still can't believe you did that. I mean, I can, but God. Yeah. You're welcome. It's content. It's funny. For me. Yeah. The enthusiastic voice comes from a man in a guard uniform. He must be patrolling the area. Looks like we got caught. This property belongs to the city. No one's allowed in. Didn't you know? Or are you up to something? A bunch of people have been coming here on dares since it's haunted. You aren't one of them, are you? It's haunted? The moon's haunted? Well, that's what the rumors are saying anyways. It's a giant pain. Moe nods in agreement. It is pretty famous after all. The guard sighs. Anyways, the school's off limits, so you can't go inside. I don't want any trouble on my first shift here, so please leave. Okay? Muttering to himself, the guard makes his way to the school. As we watch him leave, Moe leans over and whispers, "Damn, there wasn't a guard when I snuck in here before. Better not get caught." Fatal Frame is literally my favorite horror game series. Highly recommend. I'll have to give it a shot sometime. Maybe we throw it on the wheel. Who knows? But remember, I know where you live. You can come and fight me anytime, Abby. I welcome it. Challenge. Come here. Come get some. I've made an important discovery. Jonesy has mostly black beans, but white feet. That is an important discovery. Little black beans, little pinto beans. The TikTok killed me. I completely forgot about it. Need a new game for PS4 because I finished the last one. Trying to think. Because the last game I played on PS4 was Persona 5 because I was playing it to catch up with Abby. But the Yakuza series is also really, really good. Risk playing Fatal Frame Real. I can here. Let me find Discord. I will put it on the suggestions to see if I can add it to my wheel. I will beat you up. One day I'll beat Persona 5 Royal. You'll get there, but we have to do Spoopy Month first. Use the arrow keys to move. The map shows which way you're facing and where you can go. Oh, okay. Headed to the entrance. I love how he says you can't go in here and then he just lets me in. He just...
You can't just leave.
I did. Fuck off.
No.
Whoa, it's so dark. We can't see anything like this. The moonlight doesn't reach inside. We'll just have to use the flashlight. But if we use the flashlight, that guard will find us. Can't do anything about that, I guess. Anyways, that mirror is... I'm pretty sure it's to the right, on the staircase. Search around the... Okay. What is this? Flyer. Look at the flyer. Do not leave handprints on the mirror on the eastern staircase. Thank you. Independent research presentation, first floor, multi-purpose use classroom. Wow, that presentation takes me back. Anyways, the mirror on the eastern staircase is the one I saw. Guess we'll go there first. Yeah, it's to the right. Okay, I get it. Let's see. And... battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. Okay. Oh, not what I went to click. Hang on, hold up. Left entrance moved out. No, go back. Go back. No. Oh, it's arrow keys. I'm over here trying to use WASD, and it's the fucking arrow keys. See what I mean? Yeah. Valkyrie Elysium was the last, but I have 15 on the console left. And you already played all the Yakuza games? Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing, watching Penny Parker's Yakuza Like a Dragon VODs and been getting Yakuza out of context in my recommendation result. In conclusion, I am now obsessed with a series I've never played myself. The Yakuza Like a Dragon Toffee is number 7, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a completely different pro tag. Yakuza 0 commonly goes on sale for like $5, and I highly recommend it. Let's see. I got Like a Dragon and 0, I think, or Kiwami 1. It would go 0, Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and oops, bonked the mic. Because I'm pointing out, and then Like a Dragon. I'm currently on Yakuza 3 myself. I need to start it. Bro, you do it as WASD? It's always been WASD to me. I don't know. I say things. 0 is a lot of fun, yeah. I just say things like hippopotatoes and mammal. As we enter the hallway, a small shadow flits across our feet. I turn on the flashlight to find... Oh, it's a bunny! It's so cute! Was it the school's pet? The black rabbit squeaks and runs away. It rushes towards the eastern end of the school. Aw, it ran away. Is it telling us to follow? Haha, yeah, right. New info was added to the spirit file. Black rabbit. I guess we'll keep going towards the staircase. Oh, shout out Alice. Yes. Go follow that rabbit. Go follow that rabbit. I wish Mashima was my uncle. He seems like he'd be fun to have at a family gathering. Have good dinner, Toffee. Rabbit moment. Let's see. The fire door is rusted shut and won't move. Oh. Hello? Can I help you? Oh, I didn't mean to turn around. I meant to go up the stairs. Turned around and headed back. Okay. Climb the stairs. Ah, there it is. This is it. This is the mirror I saw last time. I'm sure of it. Nope, he's completely nuts. It's true. But he's not super nuts in Zero. He is at the end. But... And a dull pain runs through my wrist. Like something is biting my skin. To distract myself from the pain, I kept talking with Moe. It certainly looks normal. Yeah, what should we do? It said no. A thought hits me. I take out the letter opener. Wait, what are you going to do with that? I face forward and hold the letter opener to the gray mirror. My shadow sways in the mirror. At least that's what I thought at first. I figured the shadow moved because I had, but next time the shadow moves, a cold shiver runs down my spine. That's not my shadow. Something is in the mirror. Moe yelps and steps back. Well, that confirms I'm not hallucinating. There really is something in there. Every muscle in my body locks. I try to look away, but I can't even close my eyes. The figure's mouth twists. I don't want to look, but I can't even close my eyes. It opens its mouth. An odd voice pierces my ears. Live or die. A deadly choice. Am I pretty? I remember the answer being no. Safe. Sif. If only I had that red stuff. I can't see well. Are you a grown-up? I'm the tallest in my class. Whew. Just flip her off and peace out. Why is the answer no? Oh, because earlier they said if you say yes, he wants blood. If you say no, he leaves you alone. But he also doesn't like adults. Big people aren't allowed in schools. Oh. Suddenly the mirror cracks. It cracked. Now I can't see. No more big people here. The figure disappeared. Survived. John Mulaney voice. That tall child looks terrible. Get some rest, tall child. Dang, this is an experience. Moe sinks to the floor. They gasp in panic disbelief for a while. I feel much the same. What was that? That was probably Hanahiko. I couldn't say it. The word sticks in my throat. My mouth is completely dry. I can't believe this. I thought I wanted to see a ghost. Oh, you know what? It just reminded me. Setsuna Sacrifice. That's another one I could add to the list because I do have that. Setsuna Sacrifice. What was it called? Hellblade? Hellblade Setsuna Sacrifice? Where is that in my... I'm pretty sure I have it. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Not Setsuna. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Okay, I got another thing to add to the wheel. Hee. Back with spaghetti and garlic. Oh my god, I should make spaghetti again sometime. Moe seems to shake the encounter off and return to normal. Haniko's words swirl around in my head. Our situation has done a complete reverse from when we were here just moments ago. Remember Senua's Sacrifice? I was just thinking about how... This is how my brain went. I was like, I'm wearing headphones and I can hear everything. I heard Senua's Sacrifice was good with headphones. Oh wait, that's a spoopy game. I should add it to the list. It's very funny if you know runes because it'll tell a story about epics and etc. But the runes basically read, "Horse broke my cart." It's just a country song. I can't believe I was complaining about not knowing what to investigate. Anyways. That scream, what was that? The guard we met outside. Oh. I doubt there's anyone else here. He might have seen something wherever he is. It sounded like it came from far away, down the hall. That would be the other side of the school. Yeah, let's go look for him. But if he screams like that, something might have happened to him. Right as I respond, I hear someone whisper in my ear. Purify with red. Deactivate on the dead. I look in the direction of the voice, but all I see is darkness. Mister? No, it's nothing. Let's go. New info was added to the spirit file. Hanahiko, the boy in the mirror. Okay, I'm gonna try going up the stairs and up and around. We climb the stairs to the second floor. Huh? I feel something soft and squished under my heel. I quickly pick up my foot and shine my light down. Oh! I guess we're not going upstairs. The hallway is covered with poisonous snakes. Moe lets out something close to a shriek upon seeing them. Snakes! We decide to go back to the landing. Yeah, good call. Good fucking call. Girl does have Maya Fey vibes, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry, King. I had no idea that we're up there. Coming back with Ma is understandable. Take your time. Take your time. Damn, Maya Fey was on Vines? I want to play 7 Days to Die on PS4, but I don't play it alone like I did on PC. Understandable. I'm chlorine these gassing serpents if it fucking kills me. For reference, those snakes come back in chapter 4. I forgot they came up then. Ever tell you about the pit vipers and the cratering charge? No, I had no idea. Oops. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Fuck, turn around. Huh? Hello? A bird breaks the cry. A bird cry breaks the silence. I guess there's a crow or something outside. Oh. I don't know what you said, but sure. Absolutely. Let's see. It's an abandoned desk. Wait, hang on. Is there anything in that desk? Fallen desk is slightly rusty. I turn the desk around and stick my hand inside. Got a holy hard hat. I doubt that's very useful. You know what? I didn't check the other room. Let's try the other room. Must be locked. Alright, well that stops me from checking the other room now, doesn't it? Okay, so in Syria we had scorpion and snake problems, and now pit vipers are very venomous and real aggressive, and they would occasionally show up in buildings. Now after my third pit viper encounter, and another Ord engineer got sick of it, so we got a motherfucking cratering charge. These are made to blast mass amounts of earth out of the way, and the big motherfuckers that you see made a huge shockwave, so we trekked a distance where we found them coming from. Just check one you checked it download months ago, and it's Yakuza Kiwami. Hey, so that's a remake of the first one, and that's the one I actually started with. It's very good. Threw the charge in, spooled the wire out, and detonated. Seems to be locked. Entered the room on the left. What does that say? There are nonsensical scribbles on the blackboard. Rain bits of snake for give or take 5 minutes. No survivors never saw a pit viper after that. Well, at least you got rid of them. Got a plastic bottle. There's nothing in the bottle. Well, it might come in handy. There's a hole in the wall. I'm gonna pull a Nicolas Cage. I stick my arm in, but the hole gets narrower the further in I go, and I can't reach what's inside. It's fine. There's dust so thick on the ceiling that just walking around causes a shower of particles. It isn't animal cruelty. Fuck 'em. I heard a noise like someone slamming against the door. Is someone inside? I shine the flashlight at the door. Sir, it looks like you not only fucked around, but you also found out. I don't want to wake up, reach for my boots, and end up in the hospital for weeks. No, that's completely valid. This guy is not surviving. There's a hole in the wall. Looks like there's more than one, buddy. There's also a hole in this guy. Out of nowhere, the door bursts open and someone comes flying out. Mr. Dent! Bloody snake rain. Where's the Batman? Harvey Dent. Can we trust him? Moe shrieks and falls down. I recognize those clothes. Some sort of plant covers half his face. Part of his face we can see is twisted in anguish as he screams. No doubt about it. It's that guard. What the hell happened? Thorns are eating my face. It hurts. What's going on? Moe sits on the floor, stunned into just syllables. Sure, dude. The guard suddenly rushes towards the entrance. And then silence falls once more. The only sound that's left is our shaky breathing. Let's go see what's in there. Once we catch our breaths, I take Moe's hand and help them up. Our nerves have been calm, but that definitely left an unsettling impression. Something terrible lurks here. We can't just sit around. I felt like I was paralyzed. I'm okay now. But mister, that guy. Moe stares at the door. I wonder if Hanahiko did that. And I don't know if you noticed, but I got the feeling that someone was standing behind him. There's really no good way to respond to that. I let silence serve as my answer. What else could I do? No point in coming here if we're just going to stand here shaking. We don't uncover the secret before it comes for us. Why don't we check out the staff room? I tactfully avoid answering Moe's question. The guard had run out of here. Something might be inside. Something secret about Hanahiko. Yeah, you're right. Let's just be careful, okay? I covered my wrist with my palm, making sure Moe didn't notice. The moment I put my hand on the knob, the mark burned my skin, pulsing along with my beating heart. Plantified guard. Thorns say ACAB. Yeah, they killed him really quick. Hey, the plants hate cops. Maybe we're the bad guys. Fun fact, the they-them pronouns in the text is because you could take either Moe or Susuka, and the localization didn't bother changing pronouns. But I like to think all the characters are non-binary anyways. Yeah, I was actually just thinking about that. I was like, did they do that as a programming like hack instead of just programming he or she in making it way easier? Because then they can just use like a text string to get the partner, whichever is attached on your, and just parse the string in there, and not have to look at any secondary objective outside of the string of text to actually get more dialogue. That makes sense. It's an easy cheat, but also ignoring all of that bullshit non-binary. The furniture is up in it, and the walls are, well, if there was a fire here or something, there are black scorch marks everywhere. Moe looks relieved, and they come out from behind me. It's totally empty. Anyways, let's look around. Huh? There's a door over there too. Looks like it goes to another room. Opened the door and left the staff room. Kind of cramped in here, but this is a storage room? Seems to be. Hopefully there's something useful in here. That's a trap door. I think it's a school journal. The paper is deteriorated from age and bugs, so I can't read it. Hang on, where is it?
What?
That's the wrong button.
Mickey!
There we go.
It's Riku! They put bugs in him!
What?
What? I open the glass door and check inside, but there isn't anything that catches my eye. Oh, hello. It's a massive wooden cabinet. I pull on the door, but it just rattles in place. Looks like it won't open. Something's stopping it. Probably that boy. There's a door cut into the floor. Some kind of storage. The metal handle is retracted into the door. I try to get a grasp on it and pull it out, but I'm unsuccessful. Can we use the letter opener? If I use the letter opener, I might be able to pop the handle out. I squatted down by the door. Mark bites my wrist again. It's almost like it's trying to stop me from searching under the floor. I stand up, pretending to be calm. Okay, that's worrying. Something dangerous must be here. What's wrong? Are you going to see what that is? I'll check it out later. I keep my reply vague as I dust off my knees. Let's look around the room first. There's a bunch of interesting stuff in here. Definitely something beneath our feet, but we better make sure we're prepared if we're going down there. It's the boy. They, them is literally just ether, and this reliance on pronouns is ridiculous. Even if you needed pronouns programming, a switch a couple ways is so easy. True. Thank you for the posture check, Z. Mickey, it's Riku. They put plants in him.
What?
Let's see. Let's try the letter opener on this. Take out the letter opener. Take it out, but I can't really think of a way to use it. Pry open the door. Sure, whatever. Not the button I meant to click. Let's go back in there after we check down this hallway. Can I... Oh, there we go. Climb the stairs. Pieces of concrete litter the floor. I think they came from the walls. Climb the stairs. Oh, more snakes. Sorry. Sorry. Foolish to try to keep going. Yep. Decided to go back. Well, I wasn't sure if it was the entire staircase. Went down the stairs. Thank you for the hydrate. It's all good. I know they're there now. Okay. And let's go into the room on the right. All right. So I guess we gotta go down here. We just gotta make sure that we're prepared. Take out the letter opener. I've taken it out, but I can't think of a way to... Oh. I want to go down there. It's a well-built door, big enough to fit an adult through it. I pull out the holy hard hat, but I can't think of a way to use it. Oh my god. Okay, clearly that's where we need to go, but like, is there something else in this room that I'm supposed to know to do anything? Oh, there's a box. Cardboard box. Reaching up, I grab the box and look inside. Got lipstick, red pen, and girls' slippers. Good job, mister. I knew there was a reason you were tall. Clearly I have to use the lipstick on the thing. Pull out the lipstick, but I can't think of a way to use it. Let's see, what items do I have? That's spirit file. Range short, girl slippers. Write with pen. Command fill, wear hard hat, stab with knife. Okay. Man, I love how off my freaking game I am tonight, even though I just went 5 kills and 13 deaths and a single round of Splatoon. Oh no. Yeah, I hate when like I have a good vibe on Splatoon going and then I just like fucking lose it. Let's try this room. Is there anything else? Now that I have these other items. That seems not right. Damn, what'd Mark do? Hi, Ella. How are you doing today? Play 3, need to play some Splatoon to farm money. I need to rank up my fucking, catalog. I'm only like level 30 something. Some days you just ain't perform. It'd be like that. True. Played 3 games this play session, lost all of them. I'm mad and annoyed about it because we hadn't freaking disconnected. I would have won. That's the worst. It's not like I lost the vibe, I just never freaking had it. When at this point, all I want is a single freaking win so I can make sure I get my win bonus. God, that's a fucking mood. You saw a possum at work today? Ooh, tell me about it, tell me about it. Oh wait, hang on. I found slippers. If I go back to the entrance... No, go back to the entrance. Can I put the shoes in the box? The battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. I want to put the shoes in the box. I never investigated this. There are platforms of broken wood slats in front of the shoe rack. They creak when stepped on. The ceiling is filthy and the fluorescent lights are broken. A half-torn poster says lost and found in big, large letters. I touch the paper. It disintegrates the second my fingers reach it and scatters throughout the air. Nothing else looks interesting. Red pen. I take out the red pen. I've taken it out, but I can't think of a way to use it. Went to the right. Also, do any of you know / remember the duck song? Oh, the duck walked up to the lemonade stand. Yes, because people were singing at work while looking up, and I realized I was doing a little waddle and dance turned around. There's a vice president of floor trying not to laugh. That's cute. I'm sorry, Ella. That's adorable, though. We saw a fat little possum out the window, and that bitch was moving so fast I didn't get a picture. Oh, no. And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Oh, entered the room on the right. Didn't mean to do that. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Go back in. Go back in. Go back in. Waddle, 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 waddle. Hang on. Is there anything else I can do in this room? I feel like there should be. Oh. Dust is thick. Thick. Fuck. Won a game. Now you can be done for the day until the reset. Hell yeah. Left the room. The student worker said that the vice president held his face straight until he got around the corner and started laughing and shaking his head. It's cute. I don't care what anyone says. The floor tiles have been peeled off, leaving bare concrete. The broken window is letting a piercingly cold wind. Fire door is rusted shut and won't move. Climb the stairs. Oh, can we do anything still with this mirror? Can we use the lipstick? Red stuff. An idea hits me. I try holding the lipstick up to the mirror, but nothing happens. Alright, well. Alright, back down the stairs. Get the next bonus tomorrow. That makes sense. Move forward. It was like 5 minutes till closing though, and the man had literally seen me work the front desk with a plant leaf in my hair. He's used to weird shit from me. I love that. I genuinely do. But I hope that you had a good day, at the very least. Random man's noms and I need to make fake soup. BRB, have good soup. Good soup. Seems to be locked. Rain coming in from the broken windows, making the floor cold and damp. The broken windows letting in a piercingly cold wind. Oh, hello, child. Soup. The cat has settled in well, to be fair. He already let me rub his little pot belly. Oh, adorable baby. He's very cute. From the pictures that you sent. Went down the stairs. There's gotta be something I'm missing. All near the window is burnt. It must have been a big fire here not long ago. Speaking of soup, I'm so happy that my soup pizza restaurant was a success. First time I ever made it franchise and played up. Super proud. It is a wonderful combination. I'm proud of you. Getting through a roguelite is always so much fun. If I use the letter, I might be able to pop the handle out. I squat down by the door. My mark bites into my wrist again. It's almost like it's trying to stop me. Yes, let me do it though. I stand up, pretend to be calm. Okay, that's worrying. Something dangerous must be here. What's wrong? Are you going to see what that is? Check it out later. I want to check it out now. We did look around the room. But we better make sure we're prepared for going down there. I don't know what else to do. What else is there? Alright, trying to do the Ace Attorney thing. Test everything on everything. It's almost all soup. Want to play Stardew again? I need to eventually... Hey, Meow. We eventually need to do our collab stream where you teach me Stardew. I have no idea when we're going to do that, but we need to still do that. Yes, please. Well, we'll figure out a time. It'll have to be after this month. And I'll have to reinstall it. But we'll talk. We'll talk off stream. Check inside, but there isn't anything that catches my eye. Yeah. There's nothing else in this room. I think it's a school journal. The paper's deteriorating. Can't read it. What else do they want me to find in this room? Why can't I go down there? I want to start a Pokemon playthrough, but nothing is speaking to me. Guess who's back? Welcome back, Abby, and hello, Hero. Can we get a shout out for Blindfold Hero, please? How are you doing today? Hi, I got distracted. Welcome back. My name's Riz. I think Luna, you're just waiting until
Is it really that bad?
until Scarvile comes out.
Yeah,
your back was not. Your back was like arched and like.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh, Yomi, thank you so much for redeeming Hydrate. Let me take a sip.
Oh, I'm gonna hydrate as well.
Yeah, all that hard work, you know, you gotta.
It was really a lot of hard work.
Omega Ruby, Sun, Ultra Moon, Shield, or Brilliant Diamond. I guess Brilliant Diamond kind of sucks. Don't know what kind of clip was that. It was clearly the best clip of all time. Hate fishing in Stardew. I need to try it. Shut. Listen. Welcome back, Abington W Games. Fishing is tough in Stardew. Okay. Hey Abby, actually, since you're back, can you give me a McFucking hint? Because I want to go down there and the game will not let me. No, it's just boring. That makes sense. I want to play X, but my copy of X doesn't work anymore. Oh, that's right, because your copy stopped randomly working. Which fucking sucks. But hello, Hero. How is your day? I have heard that Deathmark is scary, and so far, it's been interesting. We have this mark on our arm, and apparently we're gonna die by sunrise. and people who are dying get eaten alive from the inside by plants. So that's interesting. Kind of want to do monotype. I don't know what type to do. Here, you know what? I've got an idea. Random Pokemon generator. I'm gonna generate. I got Sneasel, so do ice type. Do monotype of ice. Been good, just had a busy day at work. Makes sense. At least it's Friday. I don't know if it's your Friday, but it's Friday for me. Apparently my social ability ain't high enough for this game, so no Pokemon are appearing in my camp. Oh. Challenge will hold you over until Scarlet and Violet. What game would do ice? That I don't know. I don't know enough about Pokemon. I just think they're cute. I can't wait for Scarlet and Violet to come out. I think this is the first time I've been excited for a Pokemon game in like a long time. Let's see. The one with Cubchoo in it. Cubchoo is baby. That would be anything after Black and White, right? Come on, you bastard door. Open. Feel it. The metal handle is retracted. Press button, pull out, unsuccessful. I should check everywhere else first. I figure out what to do after the trapdoor later. I have checked everywhere else. The only one I can think of is Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon because there's some early ones, but I watched an Ice Monotype video earlier today. Interesting. Didn't mean to catch it like that. Oh my god. Oops. Her power is different. Interesting. I didn't know they had abilities. Oh my god. Let me... Left the staff storage room. I don't know where to go or what to do. I want to do monotype or in Omega Ruby, but nothing really speaks to me aside from grass. Water would be incredibly easy, I think. Oh, as I search the burnt post, something falls from top of it. A worn out talisman. When I pick up the worn out talisman, I feel warmth flows through me. Got soul power. There we go. 7.8 out of 10. Too much water. Find a worn out talisman to restore your soul power. The more soul power you have, it'll easier to survive a deadly choice. Maybe that's what I needed. It gave me an achievement. Can I go through here now? Take out the letter opener. I've taken it out, but I can't really think of a way to use it. Let me in. Let me in. Oh my god, I can't think of anything else to do. How do I get the fuck out of here? Sounding, but I'm making my parents watch Mystery Scratch with me. Oh my god. Alright, first off I'm gonna react to Abby's thing. Where's my emotes? There we go. In the meantime, I'm going to pull up at least let's see, Death Mark chapter 1 hints. Oops. I just want a hint. I just want a direction of where to go. Let's see. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. Oh my god, let me in the door. Let me in the fucking door. There's one ice type in the Hoendex, so that's fun. Oh god. I feel like I used everything on this, but it's saying to use it on the keyhole? Hang on, what keyhole? Send the keyhole in the bottom left cupboard. What are you talking about? Bottom left cupboard. There's nothing here. Feel. I'm pulling the door, but it just rattles in place. Looks like it won't open. Something's stopping it. Looks like a sliding door has a simple lock, just slipping something in the hole for a screw. The key itself seems to have gone missing. I don't see it anywhere. What's this? Oh my god, I had to... I'm gonna fucking scream. I had to look at it. Something stuck in the hole for a screw. It seems that... seems that wooden thing works as a lock. I'll have to do something about that to open the door. And now I can poke the red pen. Okay, well I got my hint, so I'm gonna put that away. If I use a pen, I might be able to pop out whatever's stuck in that hole. Wow, you've got skills. Is it that surprising? Anyways, I need to focus. Suddenly, the resistance vanishes and the pen pokes all the way through. I put my hand on the door and slide it open without any issue. There's a red tube inside. Got a flare. A flare? What's that for? It's a signal light for emergencies. It's a good idea to always have one in your cart. Huh, okay. But... well, I picked something off the floor. It's a thorn about as long as my pinky finger that was in the hole. This is not a coincidence. I bet he didn't want anyone to have that, so he put a thorn in the hole. Is he scared of this? We both look at the flare again. Huh? Why did you turn off the light? That wasn't me. It didn't turn off, it just went off. What was that noise? Hey mister, what was that noise? Shh, be quiet. It's a struggle not to yell when my nerves are on edge. I hit the flashlight again and again. Come on, please. The batteries were just working. I feel like I'm performing CPR in this thing. But finally... got it. The door behind me warps threateningly. But my mark burns in pain. Death is already in the room next door. There's no time, nowhere to run. Calm down. I need to find a way out of this quickly. We're running out of time. A way to survive. We've got to hurry. Now can we go down? I pull out the letter opener, but I can't think of what to do with it. What do you mean? The metal handle is retracted into the door. I try to get a grasp on it and pull it out, but unsuccessful. Damn, it's no use. Hurry up! Is a well-built door big enough to fit an adult through it? Oh my god. At the same time, something soft wraps around me. Did I run out of time? The last thing I hear is Moe's voice. It almost sounds like a resignation. Then everything goes black. God damn it. It was timed. Decide again. Yes, please. What the fuck? It sent me all the way back here? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, fuck this. Fuck this game. Let me catch up on chat. Hang on. I'm pissed. There's only 9 grass-type families in the Ho Index, and 2 of them are a version exclusive pair, Ludicolo and Shiftry. Oh, that's not gonna help. Twist and proceed to ram it down the ghost's throat. That's gonna be my plan after this bullshit. There's 13 psychic families though. Maybe I could do that. I could also get a Dawnstone from my current save and trade Matrix so that I use 2 Ralts. And maybe there's a Metachamp and Oros anyways. So time to pull out the 3DSs. Woo! We died, Toffee. We died and got sent all the way fucking back here. So, went down the stairs. Death. At least I know what to do now. Something opened the door and killed us because I took too long figuring out what to do. Alright, let's try again. Let's see. That's right, I gotta, oh, hang on. I should probably, whoa. Okay. It didn't actually send me that far back. It just looked like it sent me far back because, I went all the way back. So for some reason it saved me at the mirror. Interesting. Okay. I'm less upset. I'm less upset. Looks really old. The corners are rounded off. I'm pulling the door. Oh my god, you have to do it in such a specific order. So I have to pull it and then look at it. Looks like the sliding door has a simple lock, just sticking something in the hole for a screw. And now I use the ballpoint pen. Alright. Okay, I can at least skip the dialogue I've already seen. Alright, maybe I gotta stop the door? How, though? I open the glass door and check inside, but there isn't anything that catches my eye. Fuck. Wait, I can't use the door? I open the door and stumble into the staff room. At the same time, something soft wraps around me. Fuck. So there is something in there. I'm so stupid. I am so stupid. I don't know why I thought that would work. Well, try and try and try in the visual novel again. I'm just glad it didn't send me like all the way back like I thought it did the first time. And now I know I have to be very specific. I have to feel and then look and then red pen. Alright. Can I interact with this door at all? Did I try the paper knife? My god. Can't think of what to do with it. I can think of a few things. It's like the only thing I can interact with. Metal handle is retracted. Hurry. Letter opener. Take out the letter opener and shove it in. Oh my god. It was the stupid out of order bullshit again. Take out the letter opener and shove it. It might be easier to get the handle out this way. When it touches the metal, my mark scorches me. I stop moving for just a second, but I have to do this. Yep, I got it. I grabbed the handle and lift the trapdoor. As I thought, a dark hole leads under the floor. Get in! I shove Moe in the hole, and then I slide the darkness after them. Oh shit. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I see skeletons. I fall unexpectedly far, hitting my back against something, and grit my teeth to stop myself from yelling. Oh fuck it, my homies! I forgot I named my Groudon Dialga Smiley Face! Something shuffling around my head. If we had stayed up there a few more seconds. I grip my burning wrist with all my might. I must endure this pain for now. I can hear anxious panting. Moe must be right next to me. They're shaking so hard, I can see it from the corner of my eye. I brace myself, expecting the trapdoor to break open any second. But the shuffling noises finally grow distant. Is it okay now? Yeah, I think it's gone. Suddenly my wrist isn't hurting anymore. Thank God, I thought we were done for this time. Anyways, where are we? What in the world is this room? I'm surprised this place exists beneath the school. Can you turn on the light? Yeah. I cautiously press the switch, being careful not to make any noise. There they are. There's the skeletons. Scene captured the light of the flashlight, sends shivers down my spine. What? Moe slaps a hand over their mouth. For a few moments, all we can do is stare in silence. A disturbing scene more horrible than anything I'd ever seen spreads out before us. Anyone would be shocked by it, especially a kid. I take a deep breath and look closer. There's something twisting around the corpses. It looks like some sort of plant vine. Are those roses? A strangely sharp thorns in their thin red petals. These appear to be real live roses covering the corpses and carpeting the floor. My vision suddenly grows dim. What in the fuck? I see a woman's body trapped by roses. Abby, you said you streamed this, right? Am I gonna get TOS for this? The tragedy that happened in this room. As if it's all playing out in my head, I can see it. Roses? What are they doing here? Did someone plant them? Moe's voice brings me back to reality. Oh hey V, what's going on? What a hell of a time to show up. Thank you for the background change. Booty. It's not that bad. I was just surprised to see just ass. Right, Thor's against the puss, not good. Red Rose, the hit movie. This is uncomfortable, yeah. Booty rocking everywhere. Moe's voice brings me back to reality. I can't tell them that I saw someone in a waking dream. I scramble to remember the conversation. That's right, I saw the rose vines and then... Yeah, that's gotta be it. It's not like they just spring up on their own. But why would anyone do that? Did someone decorate corpses for some reason? Or did they die captured by the roses like I saw in the vision? Moe screams. What's wrong? Something moved. Oh, see? Over there. Back there. No, is something hiding there? Back where? What do you mean back there? Not the worst way to go. Look at the corpse. Body is twisted in opposition as if it's still pain even now. No. Oh, the bed? A mattress is completely discolored, stained in what looks like sweat. Someone must have been living here for a long time too. The mattress is oozing dark, dirty water. It smells like sewage. I slide the mattress over and find a plastic sheet underneath it. Got the vinyl sheet? It's pretty thick. Was it put there to protect from water damage? On top of the sheet is the top of the sheet is pitch black. At first glance, it appears to be covered in mold. When I spread it open, it crunches and dark red flakes fall from it. This was blood. I can't do anything but whisper, dumbfounded. I stare at the blood-stained sheet. Something murmurs in my ear as if a reply. Their blood denies him. Part of me takes the voice seriously. I'm clearly hallucinating, but for some reason it calms me down. Still, in a daze, I shine the flashlight under the bed. There it is again. Something's there. Moe's voice has gone very shrill, and then... Hey now, give me a break. I'm no monster, you know. I'm just a regular human being. Jesus! I don't know why a normal man shocked me more than anything else. Yeah, it's blood. The amount of times that has been relevant is fucking hilarious to me. Only got a Guadavarite, so I can trade that over as a held item, and as long as some Pokeballs for my X-File to keep. Hell yeah. Oh, Luna, for some reason I thought Ella said that. My brain is not working, but yeah, it's blood. I thought the tool option said 2, and I was confused why there was a farting option on something. Luna's the killer. Yeah, it's blood. He needs a nap. Poor guy has bags for days. He's just like me, for real, for real. The bags under my eyes are actually kind of concerning sometimes. I can pull them out. I don't know if that's normal or not, but it's normal for me. The metaphorical killer of self-proclaimed gods is more like it. Something slowly climbs out from under the bed. It's a man! A person? What are you doing under there? The man looks bored. He scoffs. Same as you. I ran into that monster and escaped down here. Then you guys came. The man turns his back to us and jerks up his chin. Anyways, I was hiding over there. His answer is believable enough, but why is he at this school to begin with? His presence raises a lot of questions. The man tilts his head a bit and peers at me, then he snorts. It seems that he's seen through me. You don't look like you believe me. Guess that's only natural. I haven't told you everything either. I could, but... Man looks at his feet. We'd better get out of here first. We shouldn't chat in a crime scene. I think you're right. Moe seems to feel the same way. Let's head back for now. You have somewhere to go back to? Good. Then let's get going. The man puts his hand on the ladder. He pauses and turns to us. The name's Satoru Mashida. I'm an ex-detective. Forgot to mention that. The man named Mashida disappears up the ladder. We follow him back up to the first floor, but when we emerge, he's not there. Hey, take a look at this. Mashida's calling from down the hallway. Killer of us all? Hey, if Luna kills me, it's probably for a good reason. Was it like this when you guys came through? Moe pipes up, voice slightly wobbly. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like this at all. Oh, Red Rose real. Something creeping along the hallway. They're rose vines. Thought so. I didn't see them before either. The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Did I fuck up something, or is that normal? Someone set a timer to see how long it takes me to start shipping the pro tag and the ex-detective. I feel like you're already doing it, Toffee, so 20 seconds? 30 tops? Some people naturally put others on guard, even if there's no particular will between them. Disco Elysium moment. It's exactly the type of person Mashida is. Oh, you've got some nice stuff here. The moment he climbs into the car, he makes a grab for my bag. Then he starts inspecting all of my stuff. I wasn't planning on keeping a constant eye on him, but he's making that very hard not to. Moe seems like the type to stick her nose into everything, but she's suspiciously silent, as if exhausted. Are you okay, Moe? Huh? Oh yeah, just zoning out, you know. I'm fine. She doesn't look fine, but my other passenger is more of a concern right now. So were you at the school because you were investigating something? I'm not on the force anymore, just poking around for my own reasons. Something I wanted to check. I don't doubt what he says, but that would mean he entered the school illegally. What were you... Let me ask one thing first. Mashida interrupted my question and points to my arm. Does that hurt? It didn't take him long to spot the mark on my wrist. Sometimes it hurts, most whenever I'm in danger. Huh, is that so? Mashida leans in his backseat, satisfied. I was investigating some missing people. Guess he's responding to my question now. That school came up in a number of missing persons cases. Each one had some affiliation with H Elementary School before they disappeared. Teachers, workers, people in the PTA, students and their family members. I was looking for them. Then, Moe speaks up from the back seat. Were those people the corpses down there? She doesn't sound as energetic as she usually does. Did something happen after all? It's not hard to look at him. Why? Because you think he's hot? Gay. 1 minute and 33 seconds? He is kind of sus, yeah. Mashida doesn't reply. Maybe he thinks the answer's obvious, or maybe he's replying to the kid isn't worth his time. But something bugs me about what he just said. If the school was clearly suspicious, then... Of course I brought it up to my superiors. All I got for it was... He continues before I can ask, making a slashing moment across his neck. You got fired, huh? Disciplinary discharge. Something about sexual harassing a subordinate. Okay. I no longer trust you. I mean, I didn't trust you to begin with, but hate that. The principal's got to have some sort of political pull. Probably dug up something he didn't want getting out. That wasn't my plan. I never meant to uncover anything dirty. True, the school didn't have that suspicious room. It's not like it's anything strange. Stardew on PS4? Hell yeah. It's not strange to think it would come up in a missing persons case. That would be common sense at least, but common sense is for the world of the living. A spirit. Might have something to do with those cases. There's an awkward silence. In that sense, this isn't even a case anymore, is it? Machida sighs deeply. Who'd believe it? Who would believe that there's a monster in that school killing people? It's personal now. Our problem. And we're on our own. He turns his wrist over and shows me. On skin is a familiar mark. You too? Yeah, I sensed it as soon as I saw yours. I had a feeling this would be our problem. We're in the same boat, you and I. He's got good instincts. We should talk more when we get back. At Kujo Mansion, there's some... I stopped myself from finishing the sentence. I shouldn't mention that for now. In any case, once we get back, we'll give you the more details. Yeah, I'm sure that'll help him a bunch. But Machida scoffs. Help, huh? You're underestimating me. The only thing that we really learned is that that guy potentially got fired for sexual harassment, and he has the mark as well. When I get out of the car, someone was there to greet me. Welcome back, mister. You too, Miss Moe. I'm glad you're unharmed. Did you find any clues about the spirit? What, so there are others? This is everyone. Huh, what a reliable group you've got. The sarcasm is practically dripping off of his words. So, are you all planning on continuing to search for the key or whatever it is? We don't have anything else to go on. There's no other choice. I don't understand you. If the source of the mark is the spirit, wouldn't it be best to destroy the source, don't you think? What do you mean? The spirit exists, so all you have to do is kill it. Are you serious? Of course he's serious. He doesn't exactly look like the type, like the joking type. Darn it, I wanted to like it. Damn it, I wanted to like him. Solemn 07 to the Sharpedo and reject Skarmory Electrike in my OR PC box. Along with the cosplayed Pikachu. Oh no. Even if we manage to kill it, will it really make that mark disappear? When I consider everything Mary's told me, it doesn't seem like it'd work that way. Even assuming it did, we'd have a more fundamental problem. I have to get all the Pokemon to trade up over first from X. The rest are dying, 07. And how do you plan on killing it? I'll figure out something. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well. He claims he can kill the spirit, yet he doesn't even know how he'll do it. Where does all that confidence come from? Don't forget, I faced him once already. If we're seriously thinking of killing him, Machida grabs his wrist. The little shit shot some sort of thorns from me from a distance. They hit hard enough to stick into concrete. There's no way to get close to him. I'll have to make that a priority. Machida pulls something out of the heel of his shoe and tosses it at me. It's a thorn, curved like a fang. The only reason I'm still breathing is because I got lucky. Won't happen next time. We need a plan. As we head to the entrance, I tell Machida about Kujo Mansion. He takes it all silently. Even bringing up the talking doll aside, Kujo's death doesn't trigger a reaction. He's so unnervingly calm. It's because he's already dealt with the supernatural. We reach the main hall, which is warmly lit. This is a strange mansion, but for some reason I feel like I've come home. Acclimatization is kind of terrifying. Welcome back, Lord Yashiki. This man is Mark Bearer too, I see. Would you make introductions? I update Mary on our investigation and the strange way we met Machida. The mirror, the underground room full of corpses, the sudden reappearances of roses. I really hate to admit it, but it's clear that something supernatural is at work here. And the spirit that caused all of it, Hanahiko. There's no doubt that Hanahiko is the one who put the mark on Mashida's arm too, but... what kind of chance do we have against a monster that can do that? Mashida says we should kill him, but is that even possible? Hey, Yashiki. My train of thought is interrupted. Mashida is holding a leather-bound notebook towards me. Read this. I picked it up in that underground room. It was caught up in a bunch of those rose vines when I found it. It's pretty hard to get loose. Did you read it? I skimmed through it a bit. It's got some interesting stuff. That's what he says, but he's not smiling at all. His eyes simmer with quiet anger. Dark red marks stain the cover. I have a bad feeling, but I flip through it. Rose petals fall, they become unstuck from the pages. The notes within are very detailed. The author was intelligent and well written. Reading through it dawns on me that this is written by H Elementary's principal. The austere, meticulous letters on each page tell a ghastly story. Records of a young adopted boy's tutoring session. The first note is from 5 years ago. It seems the boy adopted by the principal was small and exceedingly cute. He enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. There was no denying that they truly suited a dainty red-cheeked boy like him. But the principal had a hard time accepting such fancies. Bad habits must be corrected young to promote sound mental health, he thought. So he called it tutoring as a cover for his warped desires. It took place in an underground room. Too many prying eyes anywhere else. There was no safer place than the school at night once all the teachers had left. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch and then tutored. He was a highly respected teacher. He'd even make appearances on TV. There was no reason to be suspicious. The only one who noticed anything strange was the boy's homeroom teacher, but she feared the principal's power and firmly kept her mouth shut. As the notes continue, they are more and more deranged. They paint a horrible picture. It is of a totally disordered parent and child. My child gets weaker after every session. His delicate frame has grown thinner and his red cheeks are now darkened. His appearance is described in detail, but there is no malice or hatred. These are just fanatical sincerity, his pride as an educator, and a terrifying, smothering love. It continues like that to the very last page. There's no mention of what became of the principal and the boy, but going by the current state of H Elementary, I can hazard a guess. You don't look so well, mister. What was in that notebook? Tsukasa peers up at me. He and the boy in the notebook are about the same age. This isn't stuff you share with a kid. Better just sum up the main points for him. That's terrible. We children are always the victims of the ego of adults. Stupid grown-ups are irredeemable. Why he say that makes sense? The revolting evil of adults and the poor boy who became a victim. But is it really the end? If Hanahiko died and the boy in the notebook are connected, and the boy turned into a monster, is that even possible? Yeah, damn, kid. Untimely deaths produce hatred. Death does not bring into it an end. Such festering sentiments can give birth to the supernatural. Monsters, ghosts, vengeful spirits, they have many names. I believe that you have heard one or two such stories. Hanahiko is similar. Mary's words are hard to swallow, but after all those weird events, it only makes sense to accept them. If I turn my back to the truth, all that will await me is death. Then Hanahiko really is a monster. We must form a plan based on that hypothesis. Mary is silent for a moment. Then her jade glass eyes shift to Mashida. Incidentally, according to Lord Yashiki's report, there are these among you who are considering killing the spirit. I shall warn you, just in case, but that will be very difficult to do. Why is that? I could see Mashida narrow his eyes, but I made sure to speak up first. They are from the world of the dead. Just as the living cannot become more alive, the dead cannot be killed. The only thing you could do possibly is destroy the cursed sentiment. So what does that mean? It is as I told you before, death and life existing together. If that is the origin of the mark, then a way to erase it will be there. I feel like I want to make a joke like, who is he character from other series, but I can't think of specific characters. Valid. Mood. I can understand that fully. So defeating Hanahiko is how we'll be able to destroy the mark, setting aside how he can't be killed. What exactly is the key then? It is nothing more than a concept, so I am unsure, but I am certain of one thing. Fate ties the spirit to its place of birth. An object there may be able to fulfill the role of the key. It is difficult a concept to grasp, but that is just how spirits are. Determining the nature of the key, that is how we will decide your fate. I had a feeling. We'll just have to keep digging around H Elementary. We don't know what cursed sentiments or the key to destroying the grudge are. Gaining the key of lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. You will be required to be callous and make use of spirit's fear. The only way to repel the spirit lies within the grudge. Remember this and be careful. What the heck, Fletchling? Get in the ball. Get in the damn ball. Alright, we're definitely saving. And based on how long it took for that other investigation, I think we're gonna wrap it up a tad bit early. So let me go ahead and I want to make sure I save one more time. Let's go ahead. Oops, that's not the button I thought it was gonna be. Yes, I want to leave the game. Where'd my marker go? Hold up, hang on. Hold up. There we go. All right. Music back. What button did I fucking hit? Hello? Okay, apparently I'm clicking buttons. But yeah, considering that I can't save anywhere, I don't want to get wrapped up into another session. Let's see who... I'm going to switch over here. Let's see who is online to raid. Thank you everyone, while I look here, thank you everyone for stopping by, for being able to, oh, you know what, Echo is doing Spoopy Wheel as well, and they're starting in just a few minutes. So I'm going to keep the Spoopy train going, and we're going to start heading over there. It looks like they are, how do I spell Echo Electrical? Ah! Looks like they're running an ad right now, so we've got time. We've got time. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I think that this wheel was a lot of fun. What I am gonna do is I am gonna put the raid messages in chat while we get settled. I will give a bit of warning. I don't have any particular plans yet for when I'm streaming next, because some life events that I'll go into later kind of happened. So please stick around in my Discord and pay attention to my Twitter on when I'll be back next, and I will keep you guys informed when you guys will see more streams. I apologize for any level of inconsistency or anything that is kind of going on. But you know, sometimes life happens and we kind of just got to deal with it. But I appreciate you all, and let's go give Echo lots of love. It looks like they are starting in just about 40 seconds, so we should be getting there right before them. Take care, guys.